So friends, once again we have come back to the risk management process session. Okay, in last session we have learned about that risk, what is risk and how to deal with risk and what is the procedure for categorizing of risk. And now we will start from the actual thing. So stay with me for this risk management process from starting from here. What is risk management now? This is the risk management I have already discussed, whether accept, avoid, reduce or transfer or control, like that. So see, there is any actually project, there is mainly four quadrant. First quadrant is planning. In Japanese word, good plan is half done. If we are planning good, our planning is perfect, pakka to the job, means we have already completed the project at the rate of 50% more than above. And then quality and safety. If we are taking good measures in safety, good measures in quality, means the risk is being reduced. So what I am trying to say you, the more planning, the more safety, the more quality will reduce the risk. But it definitely, risk may not be reduced, may be reduced, but may not, it not doesn't mean risk will be zero. It is not possible. So in the project risk management, what is it? Project risk management, actually it is having four part. That is, one is risk identification. I have to identify the risk, which risk is involvement, which risk is involved into that particular activity, and which level. That is also important. Okay, suppose there is one level, risk is very less, it can be avoided, but if we will avoid this, maybe it will be serious concern in the next level. So in project there are having different type of level: project initiation level, then project planning level, then project construction level, then project inspection and handing over level, and then project closure. So in this level, suppose we are not actually taking care for risk, any risk which may be very lesser in during that design level or drawing making level. But when we are actually avoiding in that thing, in that design level, maybe during construction it may be very higher. And in maximum cases we have also found during that execution, lot many change of section, lot many modification, etc. duly actually happened, especially happened only because of this drawing problem. Drawing problem means design issue. So we have to take care for all the things, all the risk at same level. And the thing, another one thing, actually as I told you earlier, that there is no perception, there is no conception about this thing. The 100% planning will be there, 100% quality will be there, 100% safety will be there. It is not possible, it does not exist in the world also. So the 100% risk also cannot be mitigated. Then what to do? Risk management helps in addressing the project more precisely, and if it is failure occurred also, then the losses will be minimum. So you don't expect that we are having good risk management means all the risk will be mitigated and we will not have any kind of losses, like that. No, even if we have already taken the risk, losses may be there, but that will be lesser than if we will do not actually apply this risk management. So that is the major advantage of this risk management, which helps in identifying of factors and situation under which that activity or event is likely to be failure. So this is another thing, this is separate thing, but why I am discussing this analysis, I will tell you later. So this is SWOT analysis. What is it? SWOT analysis? A stands for strength, W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunity, and T stands for threat. So in everybody, even if you can forget about that construction industry or project or business or startup business, anything else, even if you are if you are actually trying to develop yourself in your personal life or professional life also, you need to know what is your strength. What is your strength means, maybe a student, he is main strong feelings in math rather than the history, so he will be success in that math. Yeah, if you will go for the math honors or math master degree rather than if you will go for the history honors or history, like that. So you need to know what is his strength. Then he side by side he need to know the weakness, because maybe some people are having this communication skill. Even I also do have that thing. So I actually what I try to think, do the thing. Now I try to develop myself in that communication skill. Strength is there, it is God gifted. So I need to only just flourish that thing. I need to polish. Actually, I should say polish. Polishing of my strength will help me more stronger. But at the same time, that weakness, I should not get fear about this thing. I should not get scared from this weakness. I should have much more concentration on weakness, and I should develop in that thing, and my weakness will be my strength. And then opportunity. So see, people are there having opportunity in their life in every stage. The right place, right time, at the right decision is nothing but the opportunity. You have to take the that opportunity. You have to utilize that opportunity. I am not going to the school, I am not going to the college, I am not studying in my student life, and I am expecting at the end again I will have a good job, or I will be a successful person. It's not like that. I have to work hard, and at the same time I have to utilize the opportunity. If whatever good student I am, that is not important. If I am unable to say during that interview, during that facing that interview, I am not actually delivering myself at that much of level, then definitely interviewer will not select me. Whether I am having that 100% marks, then I was the topper. So the opportunity is very important. We should identify that opportunity, and we should utilize that much opportunity. Then only we will be successful. And what is threat? This is nothing but also the risk. I should know the threat. What is the competitor problem? What in the market I am selling, suppose one shop I am selling 16 rupees, okay, and that quality, same quality, some other person actually selling that thing at the rate of 14 rupees per piece. Then what will happen? That is threat to me. How he is actually producing this, and how he is selling lesser, 2 rupees lesser than me. So that is threat to me. I need to know what is my problem, where I need to develop, if that manufacturing cost, production cost, or reducing overhead cost, like that. So these are the thing. And what is SWOT analysis? I have been already detailed described SWOT analysis, that is the technique and the use to identify strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Then we are actually discussing about risk analysis, friends. Then why I am telling about this SWOT analysis? This is completely different subject. Okay, because there is a very, very good relationship between risk management and SWOT analysis. The best way to guard against risk is to know the strength. Of course, also helps to know the weakness, watch for threats, and target opportunities for growth. For this reason, SWOT analysis is the acronym for strength, weakness, and opportunity. It is a long-standing risk management essential. So now you understand, I think, that risk management, if we are studying, in that case we need to know the SWOT analysis, and there is a very good inner relationship in between risk management and SWOT analysis. Until otherwise, we will not have that much of study on this SWOT analysis. We actually cannot go through into depth for risk management. So friends, what is actually type of risk? The risk is there. Actually, some of the risk we know, that is called known risk. Okay, some of the risk we do not know, that is called unknown risk. Even some of the risk we know, but the intensity we do not know. I am giving you one example. Suppose I am working in a construction company like this for say Larsen and Toubro Limited. I am working, okay, and I am involved. I actually used to look after for structural fabrication project, or a structural erection project, which is under the open sky. And my good friend, he is working in a TCS company, software like company. So one fine day, that rainy day, rain is actually happening. Then what will happen? The rain is risk for me, but that rain doesn't affect affect any kind of thing, any kind of activity of my friend who is sitting inside the room, inside a office, and from where he is actually working, that software engineer. Okay, so risk may be the rain, same thing is not risk for him, but risk for me. And now today, there is one called that weather department will tell you so perfect pakka data, okay, when that storm is coming, where that storm lies actually in between that sea and that ground earth, okay, how far kilometer it is away from the ground, when it will hit the particular area, at which speed. So everything they are telling to us, but exactly what we are feeling, so we are observing, so it's not like that. That intensity of the risk we cannot define. We can define at the rate of maybe 80% or 90%, but not 100%. So that known risk but unknown. And another one example I am giving you, that is purely unknown. What is that? You see, actually in last 100 years, even my father's father, grandfather, his father also did not have any kind of knowledge about the corona, this kind of thing, that COVID-19. Okay, so there was no precaution. Initially, there was no precaution for this COVID-19. Nothing else. Then what happened? This disaster happened. That was actually epidemic become pandemic. Okay, so what I am trying to say you, there is some risk also which is unknown to all. So in that case, what we need to do, we need to only, we are having nothing option other than this reactive zone. Another one thing that is called unknown known. Unknown known means I know the risk, but I don't know when that risk will be there. For example, I know that heavy storm will be there, or bhukamp, okay, earthquake is there, but I don't know when it will happen. So in that case, it is called unknown known risk. Okay, so as I told you that known risk which is well defined and well known. For example, if we have taken a project in Meghalaya zone, then it is also well known to us that the rainfall will be there maybe for more than 6 months or 8 months, which is major risk for the project. So based on that, we need to take precaution accordingly before starting the project, otherwise that project will get delayed and we will be into deep problem, deep loss. So the reserve fund kept at site, maybe for purchasing some tarpaulin or shade, or concreting, like that, for concrete pump, for actually that evacuating of this water, underground water, etc, etc. And then known unknown risk, that also I have been already told, which is known means it will happen, must, but what will be the impact and intensity, with that we do not know. For example, that scope may increase for a kind of contract, that is lump sum turnkey contract, that for examples, for 5 numbers tank are there, we have to fabricate those tank. During the tank fabrication, during the tank installation, what will be the modification, change of section, and during actually cost involvement, more cost involvement during that, due to that modification and change of section, during that execution, that we do not know. So for that thing, we need to have a percentage which is called internal environment, that is actually contingency for actually known unknown risk it kept. And during tendering and budgeting itself, it is there. Okay, unknown known risk, we have already given that example, that environmental effect like thunderstorm, earthquake, heavy rainfall, etc. Okay, and unknown risk, that also we have given example. For example, COVID-19, even in last 100 years also, nobody knows about this pandemic situation. Okay, now the first step is risk identification process. So first of all, we need to know what is the risk involved into that particular activity. So that is why we need to know where from these sources, risk, where from it generates. We have to go into root, we have to go into depth, then only it can be mitigated, it can be reduced. And what will be the consequences also, that you need to know. The consequences, maybe it will affect heavily for the project, both in financially or commercially. Okay, so that we need to know. So risk identification process mainly Risk identification with an objective and understanding large capital outlay, changing economic environment. During that, demonetization, that was a very risk for the many kind of actually business people. So there was a lot of changes. There was lot of changes during this actually transition period. Okay, then application of GST. It is a very good example. So those who are acquainted for the service tax, sale tax, like that, suddenly that changes into GST. Then the business also were having some kind of risk, and what will be the consequences if we are not pay GST in time within 28 days or 24 days. I cannot remember now. So that what will happen, your GST number will be automatically cancelled. Even if you are actually giving that challan invoice for GST and you are not providing that money to the government, that is form B you are not doing, then what will happen, it will again your GST number will be cancelled. Or if you want to continue the GST number, then with the penalty you have to give, say that maybe more than 24% instead of 18%. So lot many things are there with the changing economic environment, financial situation, unbalanced cash flow. This is very important thing. That is why I mentioned here, if your cash outflow is more than the cash inflow, then where from you will get money, your project will get delayed, the vendors payment, labor's payment will not be in time, then the consequences will be there, like labor strike, then so many unwanted things will be happened, and that will be beyond your control. Ultimately project will get delayed, project will be in loss, and finally your brand value, your image will also be burned. So in any kind of infrastructure project, risk exists in every phase. It needs to be identified and addressed. Particularly, it needs to be identified. It can be identified by the expert, by the expert in that field, by the senior person who have been worked in those field more than 15 years or 20 years, who have done this thing, similar kind of project earlier before. So those people can identify the risk. We can take help from them. Okay, and one more thing is very important. That's why I actually make it as bold. A very small risk may be due to negligence, may become critical risk in the next level. So same thing I have been told to you. So friends, with this we are concluding here. I hope you understand whatever I have been tried to delegate it to you. And for next session, please stay with us. Till the time, thank you.